to sand. To sand wisdom. Mystic Young Hammer says, I think Buddhists do this. Puts a lot of work into creation, then erase it. Nothing permanent, unless it's made of rock like the Great Pyramids. No matter how great anything is, it's impermanent. Even the Pyramid of Giza, it too will dissolve into sand eventually. But that does not mean we don't strive for greatness. We strive for greatness knowing that it's impermanent, like our life. No matter how much, how many perfect trade that you get, no matter how perfect the love that you have is, no matter how perfect your body is, no matter how beautiful you are, nothing is permanent except change. The sand, everything that we create, it's clear that things are impermanent. But we enjoy creating amazing things, don't we? Beautiful things. Welcoming Mystic Delion. Does that mean we just do nothing, since we're going to be impermanent anyways. Life is precious. There are more dead people who have been on this planet than alive people. This moment is precious. But sometimes we forget that. Sometimes we forget to enjoy our precious life. A lot of what? Expectations. Expectations. What are you expected to do this lifetime by your parents? What are you expected to do as a citizen? What are you expected to do in your household? What are you expected to do as a husband, a wife, college student, mom, dad? Huwag kaming mistake that, man. What really matters what truly matters in this lifetime sometimes we have expectations that are placed upon us, but they don't always bring us happiness. But they're still expected from us. But sometimes we have to do the things we don't enjoy that leads us to happiness. But what did the Buddha say? Happiness is not a what? Happiness is not a destination. Hap- Happiness is the what? Happiness is not a destination. Happiness is the journey. What does that mean? Happiness is not where we are arriving at. Does anybody know? This is you. This is life. This is where you want to go in life. This is the journey. This is the destination. The journey is where the journey is now. The destination is where. That's the future. The journey is now. Happiness is not the future, not the destination. Happiness is the journey, which is now. If happiness is now, why do many people don't feel it? Do you know? Do people know what it means that happiness is now? Happiness is now. the journey being more important than the actual destination, says Mystic Franklin. Mystic Blue Falcon says, because we are worried that we will fail. Mystic Franco says, happiness is not giving sometimes. We need to fight for happiness. The Buddha was walking through the town. Being famous, a man recognized and asked the Buddha, Buddha, I want happiness. This is a story I have told hundreds of times. It's legendary. What did the Buddha say? Get rid of the ego. The I. Get rid of what? Your desire. Your want. If you get rid of your identity, I, if you stop wanting happiness, will you then realize that happiness is now? Mystic Yammer says, even striving for happiness can create dissatisfaction because it's another expectation away from what is. Some Buddhists even say to sit with sadness or whatever state. On a spiritual level, on a spirit level, happiness is now. On a human level, what do you need? What do human beings need? What did one Zen master say? My miracle is that when I'm hungry, I eat. When I'm thirsty, I drink. When I'm tired, I sleep. Food, water, shelter, the miracle. But many people don't see this miracle because we live in an abundant universe now. We don't know when to stop eating. We don't know when to stop drinking. So much things to drink. Coca-Cola, Red Bull Monster. We forget to enjoy our simple miracle. We forget there are people living out on the streets. We have a home. We can enjoy the foundation. If you don't learn to appreciate having food, having water, and having shelter, it's going to be really hard to experience true happiness if you're not grateful for the little things in life. And you'll be busy looking for a girlfriend or boyfriend, but never find who you are. The signs of misery. Lack of gratitude. The most unhappy people that I've ever met, including myself in the past, they don't know how to be grateful for their life. They want more. They don't know this word. Enough. They're ungrateful. They don't know how to have enough. And the last whammy, close-minded. They want to talk at you, but they don't want to listen. They don't know how to have enough. So they need more sex, more shoes. It's okay to get more, but they never feel complete because they don't understand what it means to have enough because of the lack of gratitude for simply being alive. That was me. I didn't know. Imagine this. All your life, you're ungrateful for life itself. That was me in the past. I didn't know that I could be thankful for my existence because I took it for granted. I never thought, man, I'm grateful for my life. I just thought, how can I get more sex? How can I get more video games? Right? How can I get it in? How can I make more money? But I never remember to have deep gratitude. Yes, I say thank you, but it wasn't deep gratitude. It was surface level gratitude. Whenever you lack gratitude, deep inside. This is like Amber Heard, right? Misery. This is like people who have a lot but are grateful for little. This is a spoiled children, people who have a lot of money. No disrespect. It's because they were born with so much they lack of gratitude. And so how many people are having an awakening through what? They're having awakening through Mother ayahuasca. Right? The mushroom kingdom. Many people awaken LSD and DMA because a lot of people are so stuck in their ways. They don't know how to open their mind. So many people think they have an open mind, but it's closed. That's why they're miserable. Mystic Young Hammer says, it's the marketing advertising beast system wherein they want us to keep on pursuing more pleasures and say we'll be unhappy if we don't meet these standards. Actually happier the less I have and the less I'm in their system. We have to learn how to use life. We have to learn how to use money. We have to learn how to have a good relationship with money, or else we'll be trapped by money. We'll be trapped by what? By desire. We'll be trapped by desire. On every level, there's traps of desire. When you think about rich people in the mainstream, where is their trap of desire? Tiger Woods, he likes blondes, right? Girls. Allen Iverson still goes to the strip club. Right? You see all these people flaunting what? Exotic cars. What does Snoop Dogg smoking? Exotic weed. Dating what? Exotic girls. Right? They need the best of the best. They need exotic cars, exotic weed, exotic girls, exotic clubs, exotic life, because that's what the people in power, they need to trap you. But that's just how the system is. It's not they're trying to. Somebody's just trying to make money from you. But if you start talking too much and spilling the beans like Prince, you don't want to fight the system. You want to understand the system. What about the average Joe? What about most people? What are you, right? Well, we can't get exotic, but we can get regular, right? Right? We can get sports car, right? Not exotic, but we can get sports car. Some people have nice cars, but they don't get lost in it. They know how to have enough. Some people call it their money pit. That's how you know they've been in a trap. Another big one. Divorce. Another trap. Another trap. The mall. You can go to the mall and enjoy your life. But when you need to go to the mall all the time and take selfies, trap. Alcohol. Beautiful one. Even Joe Rogan admits that he has some attachment because he's in an environment, right? Alcohol. Some people, they just do a Bud Light. Some people need fancier alcohol. They need a Glenlivet. They need some bourbon, a little scotch. Some like margaritas, like me. Some are into wine. You can be into it, but be careful. You can get trapped. You can get trapped. How much wine is enough wine? How much weed? We don't need exotic weed. They just need a little draw, right? Weed. You want to leave? Adult movies. Exactly. Adult movies is one of the top ones that most people don't talk about. Adult. M-O-V. Mystic Hammer says, this is why I relate to what Jesus said about, quote, forgive them for they don't know what they do. All of us have been raised in this beast system, and we've been misled, tricked to want all the pleasures, the handout, and the use ostracization if we fall outside of pursuing the things that everyone else is. This is why we have to do this. This is why we have to enlighten each other. forcing this knowledge on you. I'm expressing how I feel that may help others while making relaxing content for you. Because I don't want to see people trapped. Money is a huge trap. When you go to low-income areas, the hood, what are people always buying at the gas station? The lottery. You never see rich people play the damn lottery. Only poor people, people who are low income, because it's a trap. The bus that goes to where? The bus that goes to the casino. It's not at the nice side of town. It's in the hood. The mall near the hood. It's a trap until you win. That is called false hope. Most people lose. Right? Most people lose. That's a trap. Crypto is an investment, but when you invest like gambling and you lose, I'm not going to speak on that part, right? Because I'm not expert. But you have to be responsible. Invest in your life, invest in yourself. Learn a new skill. Go to college, go to school, go to a trade school. Learn to be a YouTuber, learn to stream, start your own business. That's a good investment. Do what you can. But the one thing that I learned from my master very well never stop. Welcome, Mystic Lyric. Never stop improving. Welcoming Mystic Aisha. Nice to see you here. And welcoming Mystic Lyric. You can give a shout out to Mystic Lyric, Mystic Aisha. The one thing I learned from my master is this. Never stop improving. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Kata. Never stop improving. This is Mystic Aisha, official who recently moved to Miami from Canada. thank you, Mystic Girl Savage, Mystic Gingerbread Man. Beautiful. This is something that I'm obsessed with. Improving self. Improvement. I say obsessed because the moment you stop caring about improvement, what do you introduce? Laziness. Laziness. And laziness happens because we don't have what in life? Direction in life. And oftentimes we're missing a direction because we're missing. Oops, excuse me. What's the big word? Purpose. Do you know what is your purpose? Do you know what inspires you? Do you know what it is that you are? What's the other P word? What are you passionate about? I'm obsessed with this word, with this work, because I live to inspire and help people that I want to make it my life, which is why you have arrived here in the sand wisdom. If you want to find your purpose, I recommend you do less of this thing. Hang out. This is what people who lack purpose do too much. They hang out. Right? And when you hang out, there's gotta be alcohol involved. There's gotta be a little weed. There's gonna be sleeping at what? 2 a.m.? Unless that's your purpose. If you're a musician, a comedian, maybe you're out at the club doing your gig at 2 a.m. Right. Hang out. Hang out playing games, hang out shopping, hang out We're not concerned about tomorrow. And people who hang out a lot, what do they lack? What's the big D word? And I definitely lacked this in the past a lot. What's a big D word? Discipline. The reason people who go to the military succeed a lot, discipline. Joe Rogan, he used to be an athlete. Successful athlete have discipline. People who make a lot of money, discipline. People who are happy and stable, discipline. Whenever I was at the worst point of my life, this did not exist. All I thought about was how lonely I was. I'm lonely. I'm sad. Whenever I was miserable and sad, all I focused on was why I was miserable and sad. Whenever I was depressed, I listened to what? Sad music. When I get lonely, I listen to what? R&B, and would make me more lonely. And when that was unbearable, I found a community. It's called the karaoke bar. I found a community, right? It's called my drug dealer. Smoke weed, hang out with a drug dealer, right? Miserable people find miserable communities. What kind of life do you want? If you ever read the book Think and Grow Rich, right? The closest people to you, the 5 closest people to you, will show you your future. Tell me your friends, and I will tell you your future. What kind of friends do you have? And I will tell you your future. So with friends, I want to let you know, be highly selective with the people you are around, because they will rub off onto you. The people around you, you're naturally going to learn their good habits and their bad habits. So if you're hanging around people who are inspired, who will you become? Inspired. If you're hanging around people who are disciplined, you become disciplined. If you hang around a bunch of lazy people who don't care about the future, but they want their Instagram likes to go up, then you will become just like them. Be very careful the people who you hang around. If your friends go to what EDC, you will go to EDC. If your friends go to Coachella, you will go to Coachella. If your friends do Molly, ecstasy, and look for casual sex, you will get that too. Whether you want it or not, you learn from them, and you will learn how to want just like the people around you. Successful people. I study successful people. They don't have too many what? They don't have too many friends. They don't have time to have too many friends. Because why? They are goal oriented. But they can still fall in the trap. Some of the smartest people I know don't have many friends, aren't goal oriented, but also they don't love themselves. And it's sad. And the pattern repeats because they think they're so smart, but they don't see that they don't love themselves, and it's causing them trouble. When you don't see your issue, right? When your mind is closed, because you think you have a high IQ. Maybe you go to Harvard. Maybe you're a business owner with a lot of money. Keep your mind open, because the universe may be trying to teach you something, but you're stuck in your misery and close-mindedness. Open your mind. Listen to the people around you. Learn when you talk to people. Learn to listen more than you speak. Listen to people. Listen to yourself. Many parents, they talk at their children, but they don't listen to the children. Many politicians, they talk to their constituents, but they don't listen. Many people who don't listen to others, they don't know how to listen to who? Themselves. Why don't they listen? Because they built this thing called a big what? A big ego. And they don't want to see it. And if you call them out, they will dump you. But if you don't call them out, then you hang out with miserable people. If you truly care for people, what's the best gift you can give to the people you love? The truth. Honesty. But you want to be gentle, okay? Parentheses. Be gentle, because some people don't know how to deal with it. So you have to learn how to speak. You start with a sentence like, look, I love you. I don't want to offend you. But look at your situation. I'm just saying this out of my heart. I am risking our friendship because I want to speak the truth. I'm risking our friendship because I want to be honest with you. Most people will just keep their mouths shut because they don't want to, the word is called, offend people. They don't want to hurt their what? People's feelings. Right? Feelings. So you have to learn how to be gentle with your approach. But if you have tried at least 5 times and it doesn't work, and they're not your family, pull the eject button from that friendship. You cannot pull the eject button from your family unless unless you've tried at least 5 years. If you try to help your family for 5 years and it's not working, eject. With friends, you try, eject. Because there are people who you don't need to try that hard for. And if you're trying that hard to maintain a friendship, there's a lot better people out there. The energy you put into people, oftentimes, if they're not ready to change, they won't change. But the one person that I don't give up on is my mother, who was super negative. It took me about 4 to 5 years to help her, and I will not quit. This is why I never quit on doing this on Twitch. Because it's love. So thank you for the bits, Mystic. Thank you for the recent follow. Thank you for all the support, all the subs, all the follows. This is not very popular yet. But it's getting there. It took me 3.5 years to get to this, to find this sand thing that I'm doing. I used to do tarot. I don't do tarot anymore. This is way more effective and more relaxing. But many people were getting card readings, so they feel it's a better business plan, right? You subscribe, you get something. But this, whatever you see me talking today, it's going to YouTube. You can support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Right? I realized that the tarot, it was helping people only on the surface level, beneath the iceberg. Right? It's like telling people to go beneath the iceberg, but people just come for the tip only. They don't want to, and they keep coming. You tell them, penetrate the iceberg, penetrate. But they just want a reading. Right? It's cute. It's nice. Is it true that using tarot is killing your karma? No. Everything is a tool. And if you can use it for good, it does good. If you use something for harm, it creates harm. If you have a good intention with negative results, the negative karma is not as much. If you have bad intention and bad results, then the karma, the negativity will be the same. I accidentally ran over a squirrel outside of Austin, Texas. It was not my intention. Literally an hour later, my windshield cracks from a rock chip. Now imagine if I meant to run over that squirrel. What would actually happen? Most people don't pay attention to this stuff. Imagine if you meant to kill the squirrel. And imagine if you meant to kill human beings, what kind of life you would be living. This dream just wants you to be good people. Not perfect. We all have our vices. Some of us, maybe we love alcohol, weed. Do in moderation. Do with respect. Know when to stop. Do the right thing. My master always says, do the right thing, and the right thing will follow you, and God and Buddha will bless you. He tells me, don't follow the money. Let the money follow you. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing what I love, but also money matters. This is why I'm trying to do YouTube more and just be good people, right? Open to the truth. Be open to the truth. Because sometimes the truth hurts. We all heard that line, the truth hurts. But many people, we get our emotions into a bunch because we're not ready for the truth. So we extend what? Being what? Being a victim. Victim consciousness. And if we never think above and beyond being a victim of a situation, we will be trapped in victim mindset of pointing fingers. They hurt me. They abused me. Right? My mom did that. The government did that. But we forget what? We become such a victim. Happiness isn't even in our priority. We just keep extending. They did it. Look, everybody, they did me wrong. Look what the government did to us. Look what the internet did to us. Look at what she did to me. Look at what he did to me. And we forget about happiness. We're busy every day thinking, instead of this, every day we make a reason to be sad. Then when will we ever be happy? Instead of being a victim, this will be my last thing. What should we be? We should be respond responsible. We have to take responsibility for our happiness. Many people are taking responsibility for the opposite, this crap. If you want to be happy, focus more on happy. If you want to be happy, ask questions that lead to happiness. What must I do to relax? Right? What must I do to be more happy? What must I do to feel happiness? Instead, how can I get her back in my life? Why did she dump me? Why am I such a failure? Why am I such a loser? Why am I so broke? Why am I so lonely? What must I do to support myself? What must I do to make more money? What must I do to be more healthy? Why do I feel like crap? Do I have to go to work tomorrow? Right? Now, it's okay that we get negative sometimes, but not all the time, because then we feel like crap. Focus on the good, SHIT, and be free. So take responsibility and love your damn self. The end. And that's today's 1 hour Sand Wisdom